Hey there, if you're a small business owner, you know what hustle feels like. I mean, you live and breathe it every single day. But what if I told you the real secret to growth isn't just more hustle? What if it's about a smarter way of working? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today, a system to take your business from chaos to complete clarity. Let's just start with this, because man, this is something every entrepreneur needs to hear. This isn't about your work ethic. You work incredibly hard, we know that. The real thing, the real culprit that holds so many businesses back, it's the broken foundation. It's the lack of a solid system.
I mean, does that ring a bell? That feeling of constantly running, putting out fires, just guessing your way through the day? If it does, you are so not alone. This is the core struggle for so many of us.
So let's really unpack this struggle. Because you can't build a solution until you're brutally honest about what the problem actually looks and feels like day to day. This slide just lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got firefighting. It's all guessing, chaos, stress. You feel like you're stuck. And on the other side, compounding. That's where good systems give you insight, a calm rhythm, and real sustainable growth. That is the shift we're talking about.
And that firefighting mode, it isn't just stressful, it is expensive. It has a very real, very tangible cost that is quietly draining the life out of your business. Let's look at exactly where that money is going.
And here it is. This is where the money and the energy just leak out. When you're pricing based on a gut feeling, when you're throwing money at marketing without really measuring what's working, when you're running the day-to-day without any kind of predictable rhythm, you are bleeding resources, probably without even realizing it.
And that really brings us to the bottom line, doesn't it? Every single time you make a decision without real data, you're just gambling. And every hour you spend putting out fires is an hour you can't spend growing the business. Chaos is literally eating your two most valuable assets, your money and your time.
All right, enough of the problem. Let's talk about the solution. We're going to introduce this idea of a small business operating system, or OS for short, as the real antidote to all of this chaos.
So what even is a business OS? The best way to think about it is like the central nervous system for your company. It's not just one piece of software. It's an integrated machine that connects everything, your sales, your money, your operations, and it forces you to put hard numbers at the very center of every decision you make. And look, this isn't just some vague, fluffy concept. It's a complete system, and it's built from specific, interconnected parts, or modules, that manage every single critical function of your business.
It really all starts with the revenue engine. This is about getting away from random acts of marketing. It's about building a predictable, repeatable machine that consistently brings in leads and turns them into happy, paying customers.
Then you've got the cash and finance module. This gives you a crystal clear, real-time view of all the money flowing in and out of your business. It completely eliminates the financial guesswork.
And this is absolutely crucial. The system is built on SOPs and roles. Now, SOPs, standard operating procedures, that's just a fancy way of saying the documented right way to do any task. This creates consistency, and it makes it super clear who is responsible for what.
And when you bring all of those modules together, you get this, the whole shebang. It's a totally comprehensive blueprint that covers everything from your offer and pricing to your revenue, to your analytics, and even automation. Every single piece connects to create this seamless system that gives you control.
Okay, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds like a massive project. But the good news is the rollout is broken down into a really clear, really manageable process. You don't have to build it all at once.
It follows 4 super logical phases. First, you get total clarity on where you are right now. That's your baseline. Second, you design the system specifically for your business. Third, you actually build and connect all the tools. And finally, you launch the new system and train your team.
And get this isn't some project that's going to drag on for years. The entire core system can be installed in as little as 8 weeks. That's an incredibly fast path from the chaos of firefighting to having a fully functioning, data-driven machine. Okay, now for the best part. What does this actually do for you? Let's talk about the real, tangible results, the kinds of outcomes you can literally take to the bank. Just imagine this for a second. You wake up in the morning and within minutes you know exactly where your business stands. You know your profit, you know your cash runway, and you know what you can safely pay yourself. All in real time. No more waiting till the end of the month to find out if you won or lost.
The system also sets up these crucial financial guardrails. For example, you can set a maximum customer acquisition cost, or CAC. That's the most you're willing to pay to get a new customer. The system then makes sure, as you see here, that your actual cost always stays below your target. It protects your profit on every single sale. So the payoff is just huge. You start converting more leads into actual cash, you have stronger profit margins because of that financial discipline, the whole operation just feels calmer because roles are clear, and you unlock growth that is predictable and truly under your control.
And this table right here, this is how your job as the owner completely changes. You get into what's called an owner operating rhythm. Instead of random emergencies, you have a predictable cadence, a quick 5-minute check-in every day, a focused 45-minute review each week, and strategic planning monthly and quarterly. This is how you finally start running the business instead of letting the business run you.
Which leads us to the ultimate question, right? The one that every single overworked founder dreams of asking. Once this machine is built, can the business finally run without me being involved in every single little detail?
And the answer is a definitive, resounding yes. When you have clear roles, documented procedures, and dashboards that give you all the insight you need, you can finally delegate with confidence. Your job gets elevated. You are no longer the chief firefighter. You become the chief decision maker, guiding the ship with clarity and with calm.